You get up from your chair and your cat quickly settles into the exact same spot. Most owners laugh and move on without thinking twice. Inside your cat, a subtle emotional process is already unfolding. This familiar behavior may point to something deeper than it appears. In this video, you will uncover hidden reasons behind if your cat takes your seat. Understanding this can change how you see your cat's daily actions. There is a common misunderstanding that almost everyone believes. But before we begin, please tap like and subscribe to support our channel. And now let's begin. 1. Your cat wants warmth. Have you ever noticed your cat rushing into your seat the exact moment you stand up and wondered why that timing feels almost too perfect? You leave your chair for just a second, and your cat settles in like it has been waiting all along. You probably think your cat is just looking for a warm place, something simple and harmless, but what feels obvious to you can mean something very different to your cat's experience the world through their body in a much more sensitive way. Warmth is not just comfort, it is stability. Your body leaves behind heat that matches what their system naturally needs to stay balanced. Instead of pushing them away, pause for a moment. Let them stay there briefly, then gently offer another warm spot nearby. A blanket or a cushion that still holds your scent. You may notice your cat relax deeper. Their body softens. Their eyes half close in quiet comfort. They are not just taking your seat. They are settling into something that feels safe and steady. Sometimes what looks like a small habit is simply your cat choosing what feels right for their body. 2. Your cat knows when you will leave. You shift slightly in your seat. Your cat lifts its head and starts moving closer. How did it know before you even stood up? It feels like they appear out of nowhere at the exact right second. You might think your cat is just reacting randomly or following you without thinking. But this behavior is not random at all. Cats are highly tuned to small patterns, tiny movements, subtle sounds, even changes in your breathing. To them, these signals form a clear sequence that predicts what will happen next. Try slowing your movement. Notice how your cat responds before you fully stand. Give them a gentle cue by moving calmly and watch how they adjust without rushing. You will start to see a quiet coordination, your cat moving with you instead of against you. Their timing becomes smoother, almost like a silent agreement between both of you. What feels like coincidence is often careful observation happening in silence. 3. Your cat copies you. Your cat is studying you far more closely than you think. Even when it seems like they are doing nothing, that seat you use every day becomes part of a pattern they quietly memorize. You sit in the same place, at the same time, often with the same posture. It feels like routine to you, but to your cat it becomes a signal of importance. Many people assume cats ignore human behavior, that they simply exist nearby. In reality, they are constantly observing and building their own understanding. Your cat sees that seat as a place connected to calmness and presence. If you return there often, it becomes a safe reference point in their mind. Try creating a second shared space. Sit there calmly and consistently for a few days. Your cat will begin to follow that pattern, choosing it not by chance but by trust. Soon you may notice your cat settling near you more often, matching your rhythm without effort. They are not copying blindly, they are choosing what feels meaningful through you. Your habits quietly shape the world your cat learns to trust. 4. Your cat sees you as the leader. Many people believe cats ignore hierarchy and live entirely on their own terms, yet your cat may see your seat very differently. You return to the same place each day, and your cat chooses that exact spot when you leave. It is easy to assume they are just taking advantage of comfort, nothing more. But this small action often reflects how they understand your role in the home. Cats observe who controls movement, food, and routine, then build a silent map of importance. Your seat becomes tied to that sense of control, a place connected to the one they follow. Instead of reacting or pushing them away, allow a moment of shared space. Sit back down slowly, or invite them beside you, showing calm presence rather than interruption. You may notice your cat staying close, their posture relaxed, their attention steady. They are not competing with you. They are aligning with the space you represent. Respect in a cat's world is often shown through where they choose to rest. 5. Your cat is marking you. Your cat is not taking your seat. They are leaving something of themselves there. What looks like a simple habit is actually a quiet act of connection. You see them curl up where you just sat, and it feels like they are replacing you. But in their mind, they are adding to something that already exists. Cats carry scent glands across their body and use them to define belonging. When they sit in your place, they blend their scent with yours, creating a shared signal. Let them stay a little longer instead of moving them away too quickly. This allows the scent to settle, reinforcing a sense of familiarity and comfort. Over time, you may notice more head bumps, more gentle contact, more quiet closeness. Your cat begins to treat you as part of their inner circle, not just someone nearby. Connection for a cat is not spoken. It is layered slowly through scent and presence. 6. Your scent makes them feel safe. Have you ever wondered why your cat chooses your seat over every other comfortable place? Even when there are softer spots nearby, you leave your chair, and your cat moves into it without hesitation. As if nothing else compares, you might think it is just a preference, or a random choice they happen to like. But what draws them there is something you cannot see. Your scent is strongest in that space. Not perfume, not fabric, but the natural trace of you. To your cat, that scent signals safety, familiarity, and a place where nothing feels threatening. Instead of cleaning or replacing that spot too often, let it keep a bit of your presence. Sit there regularly. Allow your scent to remain consistent so your cat can return to it. You may notice your cat settling faster, breathing slower, their body fully at ease. They are not just lying down. They are surrounding themselves with something that reassures them. To a cat, your scent is not just a trace, it is a quiet promise of safety. 7. Your cat truly trusts you. If you understand this one behavior, you can change how your cat feels about you every single day. A simple moment like taking your seat can reveal the deepest level of trust they are capable of. You walk through your home, and your cat ignores many places before choosing yours. It may seem small, but it is never without reason. Cats do not rest carelessly. Every choice is shaped by instinct and survival. When they choose your spot, they are choosing the place that feels safest when you are not there. Instead of moving them away, pause and let them stay, then return calmly and sit beside them. Offer your presence without pressure. Allow them to remain relaxed in that shared space. You will see softer eyes, slower movements, a quiet closeness that feels different from before. Your cat begins to trust more deeply, staying near you, not out of habit, but comfort. Trust in a cat is never given loudly. It is shown in the places they choose to feel safe. Cats do not take your seat for no reason. Every small action comes from how they feel safe and connected to you. When you begin to see it this way, even a simple moment can bring you closer in a quiet and meaningful way. Try watching what your cat does the next time you stand up, and share what you notice in the comments or with a small emoji. And if this already feels familiar, there is something even more surprising when your cat follows you into the bathroom. That moment may reveal an even deeper need. If you want to understand these quiet signals more clearly, you can stay with us and subscribe for the next part.